Hey everyone, this is me, Hesha Chima, and today here on E-Times, I'm talking to Kajal Agarwal for the very first time. And I'm very excited, and you look gorgeous.
Thank you, so do you. Since the time he was born, I've said mama, baba, mama, say mama, 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 papa. One can't work during pregnancy. I think that's rubbish. I've worked all through my pregnancy. I think that's a myth as well. I got back to work when Neil was 10 days old. I feel guilty every time I step out for work, but then when I go home, it's the quality of time spent with him vis-a-vis the quantity of time. Hi, this is Kajal. You're watching me on E-Times.
So Mother's Day is just around the corner, and of course you're a new mom. You have a son now, Neil, freshly minted. And I think you just shared a picture of the gift that he made for you, a
Can you
painting.
believe it? This morning, so he goes for parent toddler, and I usually accompany him. This morning I couldn't, so my husband took him to school, and they come back with the cutest little cup in which there's a painted flower. And of course, I was moved to tears because I was like, oh my god! And he comes and it says "I love you" on the cup. Best, most precious gift ever.
Do you love baby snuggles like we all do?
Yes, of course.
You really snuggle him all the time.
I smother him and I kiss him and I snuggle with him and I do everything.
Who came up with the name Neil? You or Gautam?
Me.
Oh, nice. You put up a picture of his
Can I
first.
tell you why I kept his name Neil? So I always wanted my baby's name to be either Lord Shiva based or Lord Krishna based, and Neil is Neelkant. So I took Neil, and my husband always wanted the name to be easy to pronounce when he's traveling, etc., for school, college. We don't know what he's gonna do in the future. So he wanted a name that was easy yet contemporary. So we just thought Neil would be the perfect fit between his
Lovely.
choices and mine.
But nice. So I like the whole thought behind it. So are you somebody who's spiritual?
Yes.
So I think that's why the whole ideology of the Neelkam came up. How was celebrating his first birthday?
Lovely, so precious. I really don't know where time has flown by. It feels like a surreal dream, and my baby's already one. It's like the best feeling ever.
You're full-fledged working. We're at an event right now where we've got you and doing this interview with you. Is mom guilt a real thing?
It's a terrible thing. It's just so difficult to deal with. I cannot mask that under any garb. It exists. It's difficult to deal with it. But you need to keep telling yourself that he's in safe hands. And my son is so luckily I do have the support of my families, both the Kichlu side as well as the Agarwal side. Our parents are amazing and they love him to bits. Our sisters are amazing and they love him to bits. So we do have a strong support system. Having said that, I feel guilty every time I step out for work, but then when I go home, it's the quality of time spent with him vis-a-vis the quantity of time.
Looking good and beauty is very important for a woman, like with the way we dress up or, the way we're carrying ourselves. And now, being a mother, there are so many cliches attached and myths as well. If there's something that you'd like to break, what would that be?
The first myth is that one can't work during pregnancy. I think that's rubbish. I've worked all through my pregnancy. And jumping back into any sort of work that a woman does, I think that's a myth as well. I got back to work when Neil was 10 days old. So it's very doable. Yes, of course, there are other issues that you need to address, like mom guilt, like we just spoke about. But you need to establish it takes a village. And you need to invest in that sort of village to make sure that you have enough help to take care of your child. And even if there isn't someone around you, maybe find a trustworthy creche or have timings. Maybe you and your partner can juggle timings, but it can definitely be worked around.
So when you went back on set after delivery and everything, did you have to do any kind of special preparation to resume work?
I guess it was a mental effort to make the shift once I resumed work post delivery. Of course, there was a major physical transformation that I had to do as well. I had just given birth. It wasn't easy. But having said that, with time, I think everything heals and you do find your own and you do come back to your normal self. And now here I am taking up films full-fledged.
Lovely. Between you and Gautam, who's more likely to change diapers?
Me,
Always the mommies.
always. But I make him do it. He does it very well when we're traveling. He takes full responsibility.
Are you a patient mom or are you a hyper mom?
Patient.
Okay. And when your baby wakes up in the morning, I'm saying late mornings, late nights, who does baby duty?
We take turns. It's sometimes him, it's sometimes me. Yeah. When I have a hectic day or I have had a hectic day, then Gautam takes the responsibility completely off my shoulders. When he's had a hectic day, it's me.
Last two questions that we have for you is what was your baby's first words, if you remember?
So he's just started babbling and he says the cutest words. That reminds me, I've made a mental note to just quickly record it before he stops saying those words. He says words like, okay, this is going to sound so foolish and I never thought I'd do this, but he says all these cute little babbling words like the tang, the thing. So he's so cute about it. He said papa. And I've tried since the time he was born, I've said mama, baba, mama, say mama, mama, papa. That's what he said. The first word was papa.
Reverse psychology, say papa, papa, he'll say mama.
Mama bolega. Correct, exactly.
Okay.
So that's how it goes.
Sweet. What is that one thing that your mum used to cook for you that you absolutely relish?
Rajma chawal.
My favorite too as well. All right. And lastly, another film question for you, which is, I think your Tamil film is there with Regina and Janani. How was that?
Karungapayyam, it's scheduled to release soon. It's a very exciting film with a very dear friend, director, DK. He's a very good friend of mine and I am hoping that this film does well.
Thank you so much, Kajal. This was lovely chatting with you.
Likewise.
And we hope to see you more with the pretty Kajal eyes.
Thank you.
Thank you.